Once there was a king who was sitting on his throne. He said to his ministers that he doesn't have time to read all the books in the palace, so he needs a phrase that will work for his entire life. All the ministers searched the books and nobles, but they couldn't find any phrase which will help the king. So they all gathered and decided to visit a monk who lived in a nearby village. They all went to the monk and told him the problem to the monk. The monk asked the ministers to meet the king. The ministers took the monk to the king. The monk presented a ring in which a red ruby was at the top of the ring, and told the king that this ring is unique because this ring has been with the ancestors of the monk. Under the ruby lie a piece of paper on which a phrase is written. You promise me to open the piece of paper when you are in great trouble. Then only I will give you this ring. The king agreed to the monk and wore the ring on his finger. One day the neighbor king attacked the king and the king got defeated. The king was with his horse running for his life. But the soldiers were coming behind the king. The king went into the jungle and at the end stopped because there was a deep ditch. So he stopped there and remembered about the ring. He took out the ruby and underlie a piece of paper. When he opened the paper written, "This time will also pass." When he read the phrase, he calms down and the sound of the soldiers who were coming behind decreases. Then he took the remaining soldiers and attacked the king who was sitting on his throne. The king defeats the other king and gets his throne back. When he was in his ego to get his throne back, then he remembered the phrase that this time will also pass. So, my dear listeners, nothing is permanent in life, so this time will also pass. We see in life how people feel that they will not get defeated and thought that everything is permanent. But that is not true. Nothing is permanent in this life, so be kind and polite to everyone.